Hi, I'm Marie. Growing up, I liked all things geeky. Comic books, anime, and most of all, video games. I was the kid in elementary school that would sneak behind some trees during recess to play my Nintendo DS instead of socializing. So I never really had any friends. And home wasn't so peachy either. Dad left soon after my sister Ava was born, and Mom, well, let's just say she tries. She worked as an attorney at some huge firm, so she always had money, just not enough time to look after 2 kids. What's wrong?
Mom's cooking again. She watched some stupid show on TV, the one where they wear big hats and cook fancy meals, and now she thinks she can do the same. She's gonna burn the house down, Marie. I'm scared.
I rushed to the kitchen, only to see the stove on fire and Mom desperately trying to put it out. I immediately grabbed a damp towel and threw it on top of the flames. And that wasn't all. Once, Mom tried fixing an exposed wire and ended up short-circuiting the entire house. Another time, she decided to grow her own vegetables. But a month later, she quit. And now we have a half-dug garden that turns into a swampy mud pit every time it rains. At least if you guys like and subscribe to MSA, it'll make all this a little more worth it. I always had to be the adult around at home, and basically brought up Ava all by myself. But even though my real life wasn't very cool, I kicked butt in the online realm. Video games were my thing, and no one could beat me at that, except Hero. The first time we met was on the first day of high school. He was new, and the teacher asked me to help him catch up. And I quickly found out that, just like me, Hero loved video games. His mom didn't make a lot, so he was always jumping from one part-time job to another. And it was his dream to become a world-famous gamer. Slowly, we became friends. And every weekend I'd invite him over and we'd go bonkers on my gaming system.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm the winner, you're just lazy.
That's not even a phrase.
But you get the point, right?
So yeah, having Hero around was fun, and I was glad to finally have a friend. But then I turned 18 and things kind of glitched. Hero and I had planned on checking out this new game store in town, and I was waiting for him at school, but he never showed up. I even tried to sell, but he didn't answer, and his social media accounts were gone. He disappeared without a trace. And as weird as it was, I decided to stop chasing after him and move on. I threw myself into my studies, topped my class, and got into a good college. With Ava in high school now, I figured she could handle herself, and I could finally get a fresh start away from home. Then one night, I was in my dorm playing video games when I got stuck on this one particular level. After my 5th attempt, I was ready to throw my controller out the window when I heard someone behind me.
Need a hand?
I turned around and found myself looking up at Adam, a senior, and easily the most charming guy on campus. What are you doing in my room?
Just came by to say hi to a friend down the hall. And then I saw you struggling, so I figured I'd stop and help.
I appreciate your not-so-called-for help, but hey! Adam had snatched the controller from my hands and started pressing buttons like a pro. Within minutes, he'd cleared the level like it was nothing.
The trick is all in the NPC interactions. They each have coded movement loops that line up with the mission objectives. You pick up on those patterns, follow the right ones, and they practically guide you to the finish line.
Of course I knew that. I was just trying to improve my timing.
Right. You know, my friends and I are playing at the video game arcade tomorrow. You could join us if you want.
Thanks, but I like to play alone.
Suit yourself. But just in case you change your mind.
And he wrote his number on my desk and left. I tried to shake off his offer, but then I thought it had been a while since I was playing solo and maybe teaming up with others wouldn't be so bad. So, the next day I called him and he sent me the address. I expected it would be a casual gaming session with a few friends, but I was stunned to see that it was a massive gaming tournament. Hundreds of gamers sat around, dead serious, fingers flying over controllers, and eyes glued to screens. Just then, Adam spotted me and ran over.
Hey, perfect timing. You're playing with me.
I nodded and took a seat next to him. And together, we breezed through every challenge. The games were tough, but our sync was on point, and by the end of the tournament, Adam and I were on top of the leaderboard.
That was incredible. I knew you had skills, but this is next level. I couldn't even tell it was our first time playing together. You know what? You've gotta meet my dad.
I don't think I should, but Adam was already pulling me through the crowd before stopping in front of this tall man who looked like he ate gigabytes for breakfast.
Dad, this is Mari. I think she'd be perfect for a team.
Such a pleasure to meet young prodigies like yourself. Tell me, Maria, has the world of digital gaming always intrigued you?
It's Marie.
I know, but I prefer Maria. It has a certain melody to it, like the soft patter of keys under one's finger in the heat of play.
Sorry, what?
He just means you have a nice name. Anyway, Dad's a game developer and a professional gamer himself. He's the reason I picked up gaming. He's my hero, the legend, the person I look up to the most. Also, he'll be coaching us.
For what?
The tournaments, of course.
Adam told me he played for an international esports team. They traveled the world, competed in the biggest tournaments, and now they wanted me to join them. Playing international esports had always been my dream, so it didn't take me long to say yes, and the next few months turned into a wild roller coaster. We traveled from one tournament to the next, diving headfirst into the intense, fast-paced life of esports. And while I loved competing, Adam's dad made things really complicated.
Our primary objective is to establish dominance in the early stages by monopolizing resource nodes and obstructing adversarial progression.
What is he saying?
He wants us to capture as many resource points as we can at the start and block the other team.
Why doesn't he just say that?
That's just how he talks. You'll get used to it.
But Adam's dad's constant hovering and descriptive plans made every practice session feel like a mental marathon, and I just couldn't keep up. Then one day, after a grueling practice, I was scrolling through my phone when I came across an invite to the closed beta test of Infinity Nikki, a game that had been making waves as the coziest open-world experience out there. I was tired of playing endless battles and high-stake combat games with Adam, and I was looking for something that felt more comforting and fun. And the game seemed like the perfect escape. So I enrolled for access to the closed beta, got in, and boy, was that the best decision ever! The game took me into the magical world of Mirrorland, where Nikki, the main character, went on amazing quests with her cute companion Momo. The coolest part of the game were the ability outfits that helped Nikki navigate Mirrorland, gather resources, and complete quests. I got to explore dungeons, tackle boss battles, ride vehicles, and even capture beautiful moments with the photo feature. It was so much more than a dress-up game. It was pure magic. I was so amazed by it, I even joined Infinity Nikki fan forums to know more about shortcuts and outfit combos. And I found myself chatting regularly with one user in particular, Silent Warrior. Oh my god, Momo camera is so cute. I could pose in front of that forever.
Oh, but here's something that makes it even better. Usually, you can only take pictures of the scenery in Nikki, but there are certain spots on the map where this Feywish sprite, Dakabo, will suddenly pop up and look straight at the camera while you're capturing the shot. I swear, it's the funniest and most unexpected thing ever.
No way. How did you even figure that out?
Spent hours wandering the map, taking random shots. The first time Dakabo appeared, I almost dropped my controller. You've got to try it. It's seriously worth it.
Well, since you've been so helpful, I've got news for you too. December 6th is actually Nikki's birthday, and to celebrate that special day, all Infinity Nikki players will be getting this stunning new dress called Starlit Celebration, absolutely free of charge. I mean, talk about a sweet deal. But you have to log into the game before December 19th to redeem it, so tell all your friends to download it now. I've already told mine. It felt like I'd found someone who spoke my gaming language, and I really wanted to meet him. So naturally, a week later, I was one of the top players invited to play Infinity Nikki live at an exclusive arena. I walked in feeling excited, and I was at the snack bar getting a soda when another hand reached for the same can. I looked up and froze as I saw Hero smiling at me.
Didn't realize this one was yours.
Well, it certainly doesn't have your name on it. Just then, the announcer called all gamers to the stage for a quick face-off, and I hurried to the stage. I was settling down in my seat when Hero pulled up the chair next to mine. He opened his mouth to say something, but I shushed him and focused on my game. I entered the breezy meadow, collected a bunch of daisies, and was just enjoying my walk through the vibrant flowers when Momo told me that there was a Whimstar nearby. So I hurried through the meadow, collected the Whimstar, and upgraded to a new outfit.
Wow, you're still as good as I remember.
Oh, so you do remember me. I thought the way you vanished, you probably forgot all about me.
Okay, yes, I deserve that. But I had a reason for leaving so suddenly, Mari.
That's when Hero told me that his mom had lost her job, and since they lived in her employer's house, they had to pack up and move to a new town, almost overnight. You could have dropped a text, at least.
I just couldn't find the time to. I had to pick up jobs to help Mom out, until I figured out a way to make money through gaming. You have no idea how many times I thought about calling you, but I just didn't know what to say. So when I saw your name on the Infinity Nikki forum, I decided to send you a message as Silent_Warrior.
Wait, you're Silent Warrior? So you took me for a fool not once, but twice? That feels good.
I'm sorry, I just didn't know if you'd talk to me. I even learned the whole game just to get to this live event and meet you, Mari. So, what do you say? Can we restart? I kinda miss you.
Okay, yeah, I missed him too. Hero was the one person who always understood me, and he did genuinely sound sorry for the way he'd acted. So, I agreed, and we reconnected. We spent hours chatting about games, and I told him everything about my new team and life at college. Our conversations felt effortless, and I was happy to have him back in my life. But while things with Hero got better, with Adam, it only got more tense.
Maria, grab the plasma cannon next to you. You're wasting essential resources.
I'm pinned down by these two enemies. I need to deal with them first to advance.
Incorrect. Your role is to support Adam. He's leading the mission. Provide suppressing fire and use that weapon to neutralize the opposition.
But if I expose myself, I'll get eliminated.
Then strategize smarter. Honestly, you're making me question your tactical skills. Did we make a mistake by bringing you onto the team, Maria?
Oh, I don't know, sire. Maybe you did. So why don't you go ahead and find someone who's better than me and can understand what you're actually talking about? And yeah, for the record, my name is Marie. And I just threw the controller down and walked out. And seconds later, Adam followed.
How dare you talk to my dad like that?
He's constantly breathing down my neck, Adam. It's annoying.
He just wants you to do better. And honestly, Mari, you could use a little extra practice. Dad doesn't think you're ready for the tournament, and he might be right.
Your dad thinks no one is ever ready. And every time I talk to him, I feel like I'm in the middle of a test I didn't prepare for. I don't think I can play like this. And before Adam could get out another word, I flung my bag over my shoulder and left. I was so distracted that evening, I could barely focus on my game with Hero. I had to jump through some glowing hoops in a sequence before the time ended, and I just couldn't keep up. Hero immediately understood something was off and asked me what happened. And I told him everything.
Why are you even with them if they don't value your skills?
It's not all bad. The rest of the guys on the team are great, and Adam's a bit edgy, but he's a good player. It's his dad who gives me the ick. My mom's a saint compared to him. At least she never trash-talked me the way he does.
Mari, you're a great player, and from what you're telling me, this Adam sounds like a jerk. I think you should just quit and play with me instead. We're good.
I just laughed at Hero's suggestion. He was clearly joking. There's no way he'd actually expect me to quit my team at the last minute. Although, I'll admit, the idea was kind of tempting, considering how Adam being on the team was seriously getting on my nerves lately. Later, I ended up talking to my sister Ava about it, and the next day, she and Mom showed up at my dorm with dinner to cheer me up. I was struggling through the lasagna Mom made when suddenly there was a knock at the door. Hero? What are you doing here?
Okay, don't freak out. but I kind of put our names down together for the tournament tomorrow.
What? Why?
Because your team sucks, Mari. Adam and his dad are dragging you down, and it's obvious you're not happy. But playing Infinity Nikki with you these past few days made me realize how amazing we are together. If we team up, we actually have a chance of winning. And I found out from my sources, and the prize money on this tournament is insane.
Hero,
Planning to ditch me at the last minute?
I saw Adam standing behind Hero with a hard expression on his face. You're taking this the wrong way.
Oh, am I? Wasn't he just telling you to leave us and join him? My dad gave you the opportunity to be a great gamer, and you tossed that aside to play Infinity Nikki with him? It's that same dress-up game you keep raving about, right?
It's more than a dress-up game, Adam. It teaches you about friendship, care, and warmth. And it tests your skills and presence of mind. You have to strategize your way through each puzzle. It's not easy.
Sounds like a pretty easy game to me. Really? Then why don't you and I go head-to-head? First one to complete his quest wins, and Mari joins the winner's team.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Why? Scared I'll kick his butt? We'll see about that.
But the food's getting cold. Believe me, Mom, no one wants to eat that. And this is way too entertaining. Adam shoved me aside and took over my gaming system while Hero pulled out his laptop. And they both dove into the game. Hero skillfully switched between Nikki's ability outfits, jumping between platforms with precise timing. The puzzles were tough. Rotating tiles that moved unpredictably, hidden traps waiting to catch him off guard, narrow pathways requiring precision, and lasers that could slice through in an instant. But Hero kept his pace steady. Adam, on the other hand, was clearly struggling. The caged greed towered over him, and he just couldn't figure out how to break through its defenses. While Hero completed his challenges with absolute ease.
This is not fair. I was just getting the hang of the game. Besides, you already knew the shortcuts and how to switch between the ability outfits. Fine. Then how about we do a dress-up contest? Mari can rate which dress combo looks nicer. Does that sound fair to you? Huh. I breathe fashion. Bring it on.
The combat started, and just like before, Hero nailed this one too. He carefully curated a stunning look. A bright yellow playsuit called the Sunny Agenda, paired with a set of elegant stockings and white high-top sneakers. He finished the outfit with a sleek ponytail and the sweetest headband, creating a perfectly coordinated ensemble. I was just watching him work in awe when Adam jumped up.
That's how you do it, baby!
Adam, why have you paired the red shimmery gown with the green shimmer jacket? And what's up with these blue glitter stockings?
So, it's all glitter, and I know girls like glitter a lot.
Yeah, if you're 5 and dressing up your doll, your outfit has no synchrony, Adam. Everything looks great individually, but together, it looks like Nikki fell into a pool of glitter. It doesn't make any sense. And that's why I vote for Hero. Hero smiled at me proudly, and I was about to shake hands with him when Adam jumped in between.
You're a cheat. Obviously, you'll vote for Hero because you like him.
Hero won because he's good, and he genuinely made an effort to learn the game.
Yeah, right, liar. What's your problem, dude? I beat you in 2 games straight, and you're still crying like a baby. Be a man and just admit you suck. What did you just say to me?
And with that, Adam launched himself at Hero, grabbed his laptop, and threw it across the room. Hero lost his mind, swung back, and the two of them got into a fight. I tried to stop them, but they kept swinging at each other. And then Hero pushed Adam, and he went flying into the table with all the food. Oh my God, I made that with my own 2 hands. It took me hours to get the flavor on point. And somehow it still sucked. What did you just say to me? Ah! Shut it! All of you! What is wrong with y'all? And Mom, I love you, and I'm happy you're here, but you've got to stop cooking. As for you two, I'm not teaming up with either of you. I've decided to go solo.
What?
Oh, don't look surprised, Adam. After the way you and your dad have pushed us around, it's a miracle I stayed as long as I did. But I'm a gamer with ethics, so I stuck it out for my team when it mattered. And Hero, these past few days have been fun, But you can't just show up and expect me to jump on your team. You didn't even know about this tournament until I mentioned it. And now you want to participate for the prize money? I get that it's a big opportunity, but I can't make decisions like that on a whim. Maybe someday we'll team up again. But for now, I need to do this my own way.
And I totally respect your decision. I don't. It's a stupid decision. And I'm not letting you get away that easily.
Adam grabbed my hand, but I twisted his arm around in one swift motion, and he winced in pain. Guess I picked up a thing or two from your so-called combat games. Maybe you could learn a little something from Infinity Nikki and handle defeat with a little grace, instead of throwing a tantrum every time things don't go your way.
Wait till my dad hears about this.
You and your dad can both eat slugs for all I care. Now get out and don't come back. Adam left that night, but I knew he wasn't gonna stay quiet. Not that I cared. I'd already made up my mind to pull my name from that stupid tournament. I didn't want to be part of something that sucked the joy out of the one thing I loved. It was time to take back my happiness, to focus on what made me feel alive again. And for the first time in weeks, I felt free. It's showtime, baby!